Good evening, everyone. My name is Jamich, and today we have for you yet another exciting match in the Warriors Woods tournament between ffrpro and AaronDobbe. Race is scheduled for about 5 minutes from now, so stay tuned. It looks like our racers are about to get underway in real time, so you'll see it on the restream within about a minute or so. So I'll check back in then. And of course, good luck to our racers. And it looks like Aaron started, but nothing on FFR's side. I know he said he was having some potential internet concerns. It might just be either lag or some sort of delay. We'll keep an eye on the race room to see if that ends up mattering. So, if this is your first Warriors Woods tournament match that you're watching, welcome. This is a very interesting puzzle platformer of sorts from the NES. It's a match 3 game. But what's interesting about it is that rather than moving the pieces as they fall, you move around Toad, who picks up the enemies and arranges them such that they line up 2 enemies in a bomb, and that will cause the enemies to be destroyed. It does look like we had... Okay, that was just the sync catching up, so thank you in the back end. What you'll notice at this stage, though, you notice a lot of more than 3 being lined up, oftentimes at least 5. So when you get 5 in a row, that spawns a diamond. And the diamond will clear all enemies of a color, or of the color matching the diamond. So that is by far the fastest way to get to the levels. Not only does it reduce the number of colors you have to deal with, but it also... not only does it reduce the number of enemies you have to deal with, I said that backwards, it also reduces the number of colors you have to deal with, which helps reduce the amount of bomb RNG that can cause problems, because this game is notorious for not giving you the bombs you need to clear the enemies you want to clear. So, yeah, it looks like we are still having some lag coming and going, but they're working on it. So we've made it through the first 10 levels, and there really isn't a lot to explain besides the game through that. All these levels are just 1 or 2 rows of the most basic enemy types. You're just trying to clear the colors as quickly as you can. FFR got the unfortunate red diamond over there on stage 10. AaronDobbe setting up another diamond on stage 11. We'll start seeing much more complex levels as time goes on. So FFR not making the wedges. So there's a particular shape you can make with 4 enemies. If you can't manage to get them in a line, there's a kind of a wedge shape you can make where you can get a diagonal and a horizontal at the same time. Very useful on stage 11, especially if you get that pattern. Stage 12 is a little more jumbled. FFR is looking for the green diamond, so get that 1 bomb and finish it up, but then the game does what it does, and not only brings back green, but makes the diamond green. That's how this game goes, and that's why color management is so important. Aaron's over on stage 13. Got a not very useful diamond, but you gotta finish the job and get that color off the screen before it causes more problems. Those problems will really kick in to mid-late part of the run when we actually do start to see Wario. We're getting red off the board in stage 13. Looking for a diamond here. Got a pretty good one this time. Still gotta deal with that orange. How many orange bombs are gonna have to get burned? It's gonna take 3 of them just to get the correct one. Now on Aaron's side, we have our first occurrence of non-normal enemies. These enemies, which are represented on the left by the question mark, they change colors after you hit them. They go from either white to red, or red to white, or dark blue to light blue. So you have to kill them once and then kill them again with the second color bomb. It's very important, especially in the later levels, to get rid of at least the first stage of those enemies as quickly as possible. Aaron extending that chain upward to get that diamond set up. I should also note, I've mentioned Wario will show up. There's a timer on the right side of the screen. When that bar fills up, it'll go from Birdo time to Wario time. Wario not only drops more bombs faster, but can also drop enemies. Then the timer will fill up again. We'll go back to Birdo time. If you make a chain, which is you set up one combo, and then gravity causes another one to activate, or a diamond spawns and that activates. That's a chain. That either gives you more Birdo time or less Wario time. You know, and it looks like you changed the monster's color. Do you want 5 more of the original color? No thank you, Clippy. It looks like you're trying to clear a stage. Would you like nothing useful? Right, stage 17 is really interesting because it is 7 vertical enemy setups. And this is one where all the enemies are different colors, so there are 7 possible bombs, and FFR got it pretty well. You really don't want wasted bombs on that one. Bombs of dead colors hurt a lot there. Each stage has 2 possibilities. There's 2 patterns for each stage. Those are fixed. The bombs are RNG. That is, FFR might have had bad diamond luck earlier. That's pretty good diamond luck now. If we can get the reds out of the way with the diamond, that saves having to transform them and wait for another bomb. Pretty tight race so far. Aaron's going to be slipping out of 19, just a little bit ahead. FFR with the unlucky double diamond. 2 of the same color is not what you want. And then that white bomb that spawned at the last second made that white diamond eligible to appear, and the game never met a useless diamond it didn't love. Yeah, that is fair to note that the SNES, there's an SNES version of this game and an NES version of this game. In the NES version, you cannot pick up the diamonds. In the SNES version, you can pick up the diamonds. So if you get a useless bad diamond, like we're back to FFR having really bad diamond luck. Not only is that pink diamond not useful to progressing the stage, it is actively blocking finishing out that combo. You eventually got through it. But yeah, they will just get in your way and sit there until you find a way to clear them. So that's again why color management is so important. So both of our runners are on 21. FFR got a pretty decent diamond. Aaron has only white, so that should set up a proper diamond there. FFR is going to hope for 2 different colored diamonds. Didn't get them. Now he's got to spawn 1 more orange. Close race so far. Looks like Aaron's going to see if there's a way to get all of these oranges in one go. Personally, I don't have that kind of patience. I would have taken the 2 and moved on. But got a diamond. It's always hard to tell how much work should you do for a diamond, right? Alright, FFR has got a chance to get rid of all the blues with just a little bit of the game not spawning anymore. Worked out. Red is not the useful diamond, and it's a little bit in the way, but there's an orange bomb, so we won't be waiting too long for FFR to get out of 22. Aaron's over in 23, another stage with the 2-hit enemies. At least got rid of 1 color. And see if Aaron prioritizes getting rid of the dark blues. That's how I would recommend playing that. FFR has gotten rid of the reds and now just has dark blues for trouble. And that was some pretty quick movement to make sure a bomb didn't spawn. Movement in this game can be a bit touchy as well, especially on emulator. At least that's what I blame. So Aaron's got a diagonal diamond set up. Green is okay, maybe not first choice, but you're not going to complain about it either. Take another red diamond set up. Over on Aaron's side, FFR's down to 3 colors. Another diamond. Way too many orange bombs. That's not the situation you really want to be in. looking for a way to reorganize this stack. Just getting bad bomb luck, and we're gonna see Wario over here on FFR's side. So gonna take just a second to clear that other color, and then gonna wait for Wario to actually drop the enemy, because you don't want to clear the enemy you have and have Wario spawn it right as you're clearing it, because that means you gotta go wait for another 2 bombs and run the risk of Wario doing the exact same thing again. So, let's see, Aaron's most of the way through 25. Did not want a light blue diamond when there's dark blue enemies still hanging around, but the bombs worked out okay. 26, working with that blue diamond setup, but let's see if the game actually cooperates. There it is. This is that kind of angle where you can get a diagonal and a horizontal in one go. Aaron took advantage of that. There are 7 reds, which is 1 more red than you'd like, because you cannot clear them with a horizontal bomb across the bottom. FFR, Wario time, still just not getting great diamonds. Having a diamond at the end of Wario time can be very useful, because it reduces it makes it easier if he spawns stuff in your face, you can kill it. So now on Aaron's side, we see a new type of enemy, which are the enemies that require 2 hits to kill. Unlike the color changers, these guys will blink when you hit them once. And then if you hit them a second time while they're blinking, that kills them. If you do not finish them off while they are blinking, they will stop blinking and you'll have to hit them twice again from scratch. Now, while Aaron did finish the job, that other red bomb was hanging around. I'm surprised that Aaron did not fill in the gap there to get them all in one shot, but the diamond makes it only cost a couple of seconds. Let's see. Aaron moving on to 28. FFR got the same enemies, but not as great of not great diamonds, but getting the blue diamond there is definitely something you want to see. Good chance to, or good opportunity there to get rid of some of the excess colors, the oranges. The game is really flooding red bombs right now. And that's gotten Aaron out to a notable lead at this point, a couple of stages. But there's a lot of race left, and the 40s will make this anyone's game. You'll gladly trade bad diamond luck in 28 and 27 if you get good diamond luck in 48. Absolutely. So, lots of race left. Are with getting 2 different colored diamonds. Unfortunately, they are kind of dependent on these bombs at the top. You want to finish off the diamonds. You want to finish off all the bombs when you clear a diamond, because you don't want anything hanging around. So, FFR into 29. 29 is a fun stage because there's a quick setup for any color of diamond you want to make. It's definitely a good one to practice finding where the diamonds are. Aaron on to 30. A shorter pile, but more colors in a less friendly pattern. Get color reduction here. Not a great setup for making diamonds. I think find a red one in here. And that'll either be a blue diamond or that bomb will just fall in place. On to 31, you see the 2 hit enemies again. This one is a little trickier than a lot of the stuff at this stage. It's punching a bit above its weight. Great chance to clear green. Gonna go for the row of 5 there. Question is, how long do you want to hold around and wait to see if that turns into a blue bomb? And you leave the one single dark blue hiding off in the corner as well. That's going to tear the chain down. That's the risk you take when you sit on this stage, when you sit around waiting for the diamond. It's also just a tricky diamond to use because when you convert some but not all of the 2-hit enemies, you make more colors. You increase the number of diamonds you could possibly get. The game absolutely knows, and if you've ever run this game, you know the game knows. ffrpro21 has cleaned up most of it. Unfortunate layout there, but this will actually be a decent enough chance to get things cleared out. And as I said, things can turn with just a couple of diamonds here, and we are now back even. Are setting up a white diamond over on the diagonal, whereas Aaron's going for the blue because it's just what bombs do you get. A green diamond in a little bit of an awkward place, but not too bad for FFR. You're white. That extra red you maybe don't want, not to mention all those extra blues. Dead red diamond on FFR's side. Aaron's kind of taking this a little bit more one step at a time. Not really a diamond farm over there, just clearing things one thing at a time. Now you just gotta wait for the game to cooperate. FFR going for a vertical pink setup and not the diagonal one on stage 33. And that's actually, I don't know if that was luck or vision. If that was vision, that was excellent to stack that just high enough to get that other diamond. Is a diamond chaining into another diamond, and FFR is making quick work of this one. Gonna get all the reds and get rid of that dead red, and now dropping that, let it finish the stage, and FFR is out. Aaron is one enemy behind. FFR. The first thing I see is the pink diagonal, but the vertical white stack is gonna be good for that diamond. Green's not bad at all. I think FFR was maybe seeing if that one would turn into a pink. FFR had actually a really clean diagonal orange setup, kind of tore it down, but there was another setup waiting. Let's see. Aaron's gonna try to get 4 out of the way here. 5 might be asking a bit too much. No, I'm gonna go horizontal instead. And using white enemies to get a white diamond, never what you want to see. When you clear a combo and get the same color diamond, never what you want. You also don't want to set up something and then drop down and have the bombs fire before you planned on having them fire, but that's something you just gotta build up the vision. And pretty close to getting out of 34. Let's go back to FFR, who's over on 35. Got the blue diamond, that'll make things a lot easier. Aaron got the good pattern for 35, which is this vertical stack pattern. Not trivial. The game can definitely still mess with you here, but it's definitely better than the alternative. You're still hoping it gives you good diamonds and not double orange. Double orange is really bad diamond luck here. Aaron wants to get the tall stack cleared out precisely because of that diamond. No, it wasn't. It was blue, so it was pretty useful. FFR on to 37. Got a couple stages ahead at this point. Another pretty standard stage. The stacks are getting a little bit taller, but the concepts are still the same. Mostly basic enemies. Kind of go fast. Before it's going to chain a diamond into another diamond. And now get a row of reds. That unfortunate red extra bomb results in a unfortunate red dead diamond. Aaron working for 36. Looking for a way to maybe get a blue diamond. I'll give up on that. The point in the run where vision starts to become paramount. How do you find the diamonds and get out of things as quickly as possible? Good diamond for Aaron. And get him out of the level. Are down to 2 colors. On 38, we have the first appearance of the diagonal-only enemies. The red guys you can only clear by making diagonal combos. Took FFR a while to get the right diamond, but it showed up eventually. 38's not too bad because the diamond setups are not too bad. FFR's going to go digging for this green diagonal here. And how do we get over there and clean it up? Blue diamond's not bad. There's a couple of dead blue bombs. Maybe you don't want that. There's a couple of diamond setups here waiting as well. The game is not being kind about offering them. Can't have up our nose, but there. Dead blue diamond. At least finally let's him finish off that color. Not a bad diamond either. Here. So FFR is on to 40. Difficulty really starts to pick up here. Aaron's got that giant vertical stack of reds, which is a very difficult layout to work with because you gotta kill them diagonally. A lot of dead bombs. It's gonna take a moment to clean this up. FFR going through 40. 40 is a level with a short stack with a lot of different colors on it. So how well it works out is kind of dependent on what the RNG gives you. Or with the missed drop there. That white diamond again, it's a dead diamond that's in the way and you can't move it. It's just going to sit there and cause you problems. 41, very tough level. In this pattern, there is a quick orange diamond setup, but thanks to the bombs, that is now gone. Curious, FFR is passing up the chance to kill the oranges by digging, and is now mining for a white bomb. If anyone wants to count how long it is before the game dares to give one, it was at least 10. So it was a good diamond, except there's still just a ton of bombs of that color hanging around on the screen. Still 3 blues, so Wario can respawn, and Wario did respawn. The dark blues. That's the risk of this kind of strategy. Aaron moving on 40. Again, not a tall stack, but there's so many colors flying around. Aaron's trying to figure out how to get that diamond arranged. FFR's made it back to Birdo time, so this is going to be a 3 cycle. Relatively long. Getting a 1 cycle in that is pretty hard. You get good diamonds, good bombs. A 2 is definitely achievable. So 42, back to normal enemies, just a tall stack. If you're going to have a rough stage, 41, 45, and 48 are really the butt kickers. Too many red bombs on FFR's side, but got a chain. Chains are nice. They keep Wario off your back, but in this particular speedrun, they are not essential. If you're spending time setting them up, it can definitely not pay off. important to be judicious. That was kind of a snipe, but FFR is down to one color. And in an example of how much RNG can matter, you don't need that diamond, but gonna get it anyway. Anyway, Aaron's out of 41 already because Aaron got much better RNG. FFR with that single red bomb. That's kind of like being in Jurassic Park and having killed all the raptor eggs except one. You do not want that. But with any luck, you'll get out of here before bad time hits. Kind of a not great diamond position for Aaron, but things are progressing. Aaron get a nice snipe to force that diamond. Unfortunately, not the most useful diamond you could have. Take if you can get. FFR over here, really setting up that pink diamond. Some of these stages do require a decent dig, and what does it do? It gives you a pink bomb or a pink diamond from the pink enemies. Again, don't want that. This has just RNG's been mean today on pretty much all counts. Let's see. Aaron is onto the diagonal enemy level. Wants to wait for this diamond. There it is. There's two diamond setups in there. Got the green one first. There's still, again, just that single raptor egg hiding around. Tearing down one setup because of the green bomb. But by the time you get it rearranged, it's ready to use. And it's kind of, at this point, the bombs are falling fast enough that there's a risk in pretty much everything you do. And FFR is going on to 45. One of the two hardest levels in this category. Got not only the good pattern, but got a good bomb and got a good diamond right out of the gate. So this should be a good stage for FFR, forcing another diamond. And now down to two colors. This is what you want to see. Too many enemies to actually clear them all in one shot. Get rid of those pinks. It's just too many at this point. The game does not want to let him get rid of pinks. Okay, now just farm two bombs and you're out of the second worst stage in the game. So, let's see. Check in on Aaron on 44. Trying to set up these last couple of clears. FFR milling a diamond. A decent one. The next diamond set up on this. Clearing some of the tanks maybe makes that a little bit more difficult. And FFR's got a stack that is too tall. And I can see definitely wants to get those 5 vertical pinks. A lot of work to get that set up, though. Let's see. Aaron's on to 45. Not quite the degree of luck that FFR got. FFR is getting pretty close on 46. Just needs one more white bomb. Got it. Aaron milling diamonds. Not getting anything good. I said you would always trade good diamond luck in 30 or good diamond luck in 45 and 48 for bad diamond luck in 30 in the 30s anytime you run this. So Aaron just getting kind of the brunt of it here. Could at least be able to get some of these colors finished off, which will help a lot. FFR with an excess of greens, just gonna get rid of them because they're annoyingly in the way. Please give me anything useful. Anything. There's a diamond. So, red diamond. Maybe not the best, just because there's kind of a setup over here that Aaron is trying to figure out. Didn't, like, the reds were clearable, there were lots of red bombs, so, you know, it's at least a lot of volume, but it may not have been the color you wanted just because you already had a play on it. Okay, FFR is on to 48, which is the hardest stage in the run, in my estimation. Looks like FFR is going to play it a little more cautious and try not to trigger any blues, because if you trigger the blues, that increases the odds that your diamond will not be the diamond you want. Did not get the diamond that was wanted anyway. So now there really isn't an obvious diamond setup that I see here, so now it's the point where you just try to figure out, what do I do? Trying to get that green diamond setup. Still nothing. Aaron's on to 47. Got a chance to make some diamonds here. Got a chance to chain a diamond here. Red's not bad. There's a dead red at the top left, but not bad at all. This is definitely a chance for Aaron to make up some last-second ground. FFR is getting through it. It's still extremely ugly. Oh, that helped a lot. Still a lot of dead colors. So a lot of dead, and not only just dead colors, but risky dead colors too. That is rude. Okay, FFR is finally gonna get out of here. FFR's got 2 stages left. Aaron's got 3. What's Aaron's play here? Aaron's gonna make the verticals. Oh, Aaron got a good bomb. What is it? And got a good diamond. See what comes after that. Got another diamond set up. It's red! So, this will make up a ton of ground for Aaron. That's a little unfortunate that that diamond didn't work out. White diamond also not desirable. I do think it's going to be just a little too little. A little too late, but we have a tight one here. FFR is getting out of 49, so Aaron's still got to catch up an entire level. There are 2 patterns for 49 that are not equally good. Oh, Aaron kind of got sniped on that secondary setup. That's rough. FFR got probably the worst pattern, so is digging out a vertical orange. That's not bad. What's the secondary setup? Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna try to kill pink. That second pink bomb. Oh, it didn't go. There was a diamond there, and it didn't go. FFR can't be too unhappy here, though. Probably gonna be probably would have been just a little bit too difficult to get everything arranged just so. And that's gonna be time for FFR. We got 1 stage left for Aaron. Aaron, what's the play here? Diagonal pink. Okay. It's a bit of a kind of something where it's like it's the build you know, even if it's not the build. Oh, that's gonna activate. I saw that coming. but that's kind of the risk of this one's a little tricky if you don't get a diamond or a bomb that plays into your build. It can be a little bit of a pain. Yeah, Aaron's realizing that that one's got to get out of the way. Was this best of one? So we are still in group stage. In group stage, everybody in each group plays everyone else in the group exactly once. It's an orange setup if the game cooperates. There'll be one color down. That was a interesting pattern. And this is gonna be time for Aaron. Okay, I'm gonna hang around here for a second and see if anybody wants to hop on for an interview. Otherwise, GG's to both racers. Very, very competitive match. FFR is gonna pass on the interview, and looks like we got Aaron. Welcome in. How did the race go for you?
Wow, that was that was the best 1 to 29 I think I ever played, and then it fell apart immediately after that. Man, I'm pretty sure that's a PB though. But again, it was on the back of I think the best early levels I've ever done.
You also had a really great 48.
Yeah, for sure. Just unfortunately, it wasn't quite enough to make up the gap.
It was like, I don't know if you had the stream on in the background watching on a minute delay. You were within a level. I think you were ahead for like the first 20 or so levels, and yeah, you were one stage behind at the end. That 48 gained you an entire stage on FFR. Unfortunately, you were 2 behind, so
Right.
Got you halfway there.
Ah, boy.
But if that's a PB, congrats.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is a hard game.
You don't have to tell me twice.
Yeah, big GGs to FFR. Yeah, I don't know if they're showing up because I know they're having internet troubles, but
yeah, they turned down the interview. Other stuff's going on.
Well, yeah, big GGs, and yeah, I had a lot of fun.
It's been a very exciting tournament. We've had a lot of close matches. We've had at least one. We've had multiple matches decided in the last level, one that had to be frame counted. This game, there's clear skill levels. It's not like all random, but there is a minute or two at least of randomness that you just can't control. So as a tournament, every race is at least a little up in the air.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, one-on-one races of this are always wild. Because again, there's enough swing to make it always interesting to watch, and not so much swing that it's not interesting to play, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They're also going to, Prissy was also going to start up weeklies once the tournament wraps.
Yeah, I saw that. I'll be sure to join in as I can for those, because yeah, I used to play a lot of the SNES version of this, and I've been finding the NES version enjoyable as well, so definitely down to play more.
Yeah, I grew up on the NES version, never had an SNES, so this is what I'm used to. Okay, any parting thoughts before we wrap up?
No, yeah, not much besides, like, I'm happy that this game is getting some attention. It's very near and dear to my heart, and I'll be looking forward to watching the rest of the group matches and then the brackets going forward.
All right, then. Well, thanks, everyone, for tuning in. Again, my name is Jamich. You have FFR Pro and AaronDobbe. Links are in chat. give everyone a follow. I do believe we have another race tomorrow, so tune in for that. And we're going to wrap this one up. Have a good night, everybody.